most beautiful time of year. And we here at Connect Church totally agree. The colors bring joy, the lights remind us of Jesus who came down to earth to be a light of the world, and the exchange of gifts that remind us that, moved only by love, God gave his best gift, Jesus. Because of this special time for families to get together, we decided to cancel our in-person service so you could celebrate with your family in the comfort of your own home. But we couldn't let you go without a worship experience together with the Connect family. So Merry Christmas to you and your loved ones, and welcome to our short and sweet Christmas special.
Oh, come, let us adore him. 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 Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ, Christ, the Lord. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. Sing choirs of angels, singing exaltation. Holy citizens of heaven above. Glory to God, glory in the highest. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him. Oh, come, let us adore him, Christ the Lord. Come, they told me, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, and you want me to see, ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I
Merry Christmas, everyone. Many songs that we sing during this time of Christmas are reminders that Christmas time is supposed to be a happy time, a joyful time. Songs like, It's the Most Wonderful Time of the Year, or Jingle Bells, or Walking in a Winter Wonderland. All of these songs communicate that Christmas time is to be a joyous and a trouble free, season. But let me ask you honestly, is that what you are experiencing this season? Probably not. For some of you, personal problems are keeping you from experiencing the joy of the season. For others, you feel like one crisis after another has run over you, facing so many problems. It's hard to have a holy, jolly Christmas. I understand that. Some of you are so busy and working so hard that there is no time to spend time with family, to have a nice Christmas drink. Or maybe there is no anything really wrong, but for some reason you are not just enjoying Christmas. You are not in the mood of Christmas. It is not. Christmas is not providing, uplift, mood for you. The things that you are expecting. In fact, it is almost depressing for some of you. The world around us, not, unfortunately, it doesn't look like a winter wonderland. Looks more like winter. Adversity, dissatisfaction, frustration, disillusionment, discouragement. At Christmas, it's not an unusual thing, like someone probably think. We get so wrapped up with expectations about what Christmas is supposed to be that often the real thing doesn't measure up, and then we are disappointed. What can you do this Christmas to avoid disillusionment? How can you improve your level of joy this Christmas? The answer is found in the story of the wise men in Matthew chapter 2. Those wise men from the east, they saw a star that indicated that was a new king coming into scene, the birth of a new king in Jerusalem. And because they want to honor the new king, they got some gifts and they start a journey following a star to go and fight the newborn king. And from the attitude of these three wise men and the events that surrounded their journey, we can we can learn how to rise up our level of joy during this Christmas. So these are the three lessons we learn from this story of the three wise men. First, we need to ask ourselves, what am I seeking? What do you seek? Your level of joy at Christmas is directly related to what you are seeking. Ask the question, what is it I want to get out of Christmas? What is it that I would make your Christmas wonderful and satisfying? Snow? We have plenty of snow right now. All the family together and happy? Finding the right present to give? Or getting the present you have been hoping for? The problem with all of these things is that they can leave us disappointed. Have you ever had that kind of experience? Probably yes, or probably not. When you were disappointed by Christmas because it did not deliver what you thought it would, the problem is not with Christmas. It is in your expectations. We are looking for the wrong thing. The wise men show us how to increase our level of joy at Christmas by looking for the right thing. What was it that they were looking for? Matthew tells us. They came to Jerusalem and said, and that's the question that they ask, where is he who has been born King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east and have come to worship him. We saw his star and we came to worship him. They were looking for Jesus. Christmas for them was an opportunity to worship Jesus, the newborn King. That is what we need to look for. And Christmas will be different if we look for the right thing. We need to look for Jesus. We need to look for an experience to worship Jesus, a fresh glimpse of the newborn King of the Jews, Jesus, makes a difference in our lives. If our goal this Christmas is to worship Jesus, then I doubt very seriously we will be dissatisfied with our experience. The second thing that we need to do and learn with the wise man is, where do you look? Your level of joy at Christmas, it's directly related to where you look. We learn from the wise man that there are wrong and right places to look for Christmas. The wise men, they started by looking in the wrong place. Can you believe it? They looked where their own human reasoning, said that they should look. The star indicated that the birth of a new king was about to happen. So the magi, the wise men, they went where kings should be born, to the palace. So they went to the palace of the Herod the Great in the capital city of Jerusalem. But what a mistake that was. When Herod, he heard of the birth of a new king, he jealously, sought to destroy him. We too are tempted to look for joy at Christmas in the wrong places. We think by getting or giving the right gift, we will be satisfied. Imagine that being with family and have joy with the family, it's all that we need. All these can easily disappoint us. You may not be able to afford the right gift for a loved one. Family members, may be missing for your holiday celebration this year. If you are looking to these things for joy, you may be left with a feeling of disappointment and disillusionment. The wise men looked in the right place when they looked to God. The trip to Jerusalem was not a total loss. While there, they discovered where they should have looked in the first place, to the Word of God, the Bible. The scribes in Jerusalem said that according to the prophet Micah, the Messiah was to be born in the city of Bethlehem, not Jerusalem. And with this new information, the wise men, they looked again at the star and they followed it to the city of Bethlehem until it stood over the house where the child Jesus was born. The right place to look this Christmas, it's to look for Jesus, it's to look into the Bible, into the Word of God, the God's revealed Word. The third thing we can learn with the wise man is what to give. Your level of joy this Christmas is directly related to what you give. The wise men came to Jesus bringing some gifts. The gifts that they gave were entirely appropriated. They gave gold, gift for a king. By giving gold, they acknowledged that Jesus was and is the king. They gave frankincense, a gift for a priest. This was the incense that the priests used in the temple during the sacrifices. By giving it, they acknowledged that Jesus was a priest, a high priest, the one who would bring us back to God. But they gave a third gift. They gave myrrh, a gift for the death. This was a fragrant ointment used to anoint a body before burial. By giving it, they acknowledged that Jesus had come to die for the sins of the whole world. Friends, we ought to give appropriate gifts this Christmas as well. And don't get me wrong, I'm not talking about material gifts. I'm talking about something more important than those things. We ought to give the gift of our love and kindness to our friends, to our family. We ought to give the gift of our help to those who are in need. We ought to give the gift of forgiveness to those that they need to be forgiven. Giving these kind of gifts will result in a joyous and meaningful Christmas to us. What are you giving for Christmas this year? Why not consider giving yourself? Give your time to your family. Give your compassion to the hurting. Give your forgiveness to the isolated. And give your heart to Jesus. I promise you, when you look for the right thing, look when you look in the right places, and when you give the right gift, you will have real joy at Christmas this year. From my family to yours, we issue a happy, Merry Christmas. God bless you.
Earth in shadow, restlessly whole, labors waiting in silent hope for the promise it longs to know what heaven holds. Then the angels in holy haste lift their anthem, give Savior late in a manger, in humble form. Your King is born. Here the Prince of Heaven comes, angel choirs sound the call for this babe wrapped in a cloth, the incarnate Word of God. All the kingdom and its power resting now in this child, Prince of Heaven, Jesus, hope of the world. This means mercy in fullest form, loving kindness forevermore. Son of David and Son of God, He is Christ the Lord. Here the Prince of Heaven comes, angel choirs sound the call for this babe wrapped in the cloth, the incarnate Word of God. All the kingdom and its power resting now in this child, Prince of Heaven, Jesus, hope of the world. King of glory, we gladly greet, born in wonder and majesty, forever worthy, the earth will sing. O Prince of Heaven, we worship thee. King of glory, we gladly greet, born in wonder and majesty, forever worthy, all the earth will sing. Oh,
this Prince of Peace, light of mercy, confess our sin, lay your burdens at Jesus' feet, and with gladness sing. Prince of Heaven comes, angel choirs sound the call, for this babe wrapped in a cloth is the incarnate Word of God. Oh, the kingdom and its power resting now in this child, Prince of Heaven, Jesus, hope of the
We hope and pray that you have been blessed by this online experience. If you want to show your generosity and bless us, you can do so by sending your donation to our ministry using the following 3 ways: by e-transfer to info@connectedmonton.ca, or online giving by going to our website www.connectedmonton.ca/give, or by mail sending your donation to Connect Church, P.O. Box 31024, Namao Center, Edmonton, Alberta, T5Z 3P3. Next Sunday, January 1st, we will not be having an in-person service either, but we invite you to join us online again for another worship experience, streaming at 10 a.m. Meanwhile, enjoy the rest of your day with your loved ones. May God bless you, and we wish you a Merry Christmas. Thank you so much for joining us today, and we'll see you next week. Bye.